Hello everyone. In this video, I'll try to explain you about how to upload and download a file in Spring Boot. While inserting the data into DB, we are compressing the data using deflator. While retrieving the data from DB, we are decompressing and downloading the file. So this is the Spring Boot application. These are the dependencies I've added. Spring Web, Spring Data JPA, and Oracle driver for communicating with the DB, and Lombok for adding getter setters and argument constructors. This is the this is the Maven project. The Spring Boot version I selected is this one. On Java 17 I'm using, and packaging is what. So I've downloaded this, opened in IntelliJ. For connecting to a DB, you can use these properties. I'll sharing this code base in GitHub. You can make use of this. This is the database URL, username, and password. You can give your DB password. Auto DDL auto is for every time when you are trying to run the Spring Boot application, it will try to create the tables. This is the show SQL tool. So it will show in console what are the SQL queries that are executed. The dialect is 10G dialect, and the formatting the SQL. So I added that in application properties. What I'll do is I'll create an entity, the package entity. There's file data. The table name in the database, file underscore data, data annotation for getter setters, the constructor, the builder for constructing this object. The primary key is of type long. I'll select auto. This is the primary key ID. File name, file type, and actual data, which is of type byte array. Here is the data. Is of large object LOB. Column name I'll use file name. So this is the entity. It contains file name, file type, and data, and the primary key. I'll create a repository for this one. The package repo. File storage repo. This should be an interface. And JPA repository. enter key is long. While retrieving the file, we want to provide a method here. Find find by file name. So we'll give a file name and try to retrieve the object. Return file data. Now I'll try to create a service class under package service. File storage service. And try to auto-wire that repository. So create a method here. It will return the file data. Method signature is upload file. Select multi-part file. File data. File data builder dot file name. We'll get from the input argument get original file name, file type, get content type, data. So what we'll do is we'll try to send the compressed data here. So I'll create one util package. What we'll do here is we'll try to compress the file and return the byte array and set that in the data, and then we'll try to persist the data into DB. I'll create a method, static method, which will return a byte array. As the file, take input argument as a byte array. Data. So we'll use a deflator. Is present in Java util zip.deflator. Deflator will try to set input to data what we are getting. The compression level will give a best compression, and we'll tell like we have finished providing input to a deflator. So now what we'll do is we'll create a byte array output stream. And one buffer will create type byte. Is of size 1024. So deflator dot finished. Until deflator is finished compressing the data, we'll try to loop and we'll try to deflate the chunks of input data. Deflator dot deflate. Here we are writing the data into storing the data into a buffer. compressed chunks of data. This deflator will compress the chunks of the data and store it in a buffer, and it will return us the number of bytes stored in a buffer. So this is the size. So what we are doing is we are storing the data into a buffer and writing the data into output stream. Output stream dot write. We are writing the data what we have got, what it's stored in buffer. Offset is 0 in the length. Once it is done, once the compression is finished here, we'll try to close the stream. And just press and we'll try to return the byte array. Here what we can do is we'll try to see the input file as well as the output file compressed size. File input data dot length divided by 1024. This is the input data. Output data. Maybe this is the output data. We'll see what is the compressed size, and we'll try to return the output data. So this is how we can compress the data. Next, we'll try to decompress. Public. These are the static returns a byte array. Decompress file. Takes a byte array as an argument. Here we'll use inflator. We'll set the input. Next, byte output stream. The buffer. Is of size 1024. Until it has finished decompressing, we'll write the chunks into a buffer. Inflate, write it into the compressed chunks into buffer, and we'll return the number of bytes written into a buffer. So size. We'll write that into a stream here. Set is 0. The length is the size. So if you add this in try catch block, once it is done, we'll try to close the stream and return the byte array. So the compression is done. Now we'll make use of these methods here. File util decompress the file. So we'll get file dot get bytes dot build. We'll save that file data and we'll return the same. So upload is done. Now we'll try to write a method to get the data from DB. So here we'll be returning the byte array. So download the file. Take file name as argument. For find by file name. So this is the method what we are written here. Find by file name. We'll pass the file name here. We'll get the file data and we'll try to decompress the file. We will be getting the byte array and we'll try to return the same. So right now this method is done. So now I'll try to create a controller in the package controller. This is a file storage controller. Notation as REST controller. I'll try to auto-wire the file storage service here. I'll return as a response entity. Method name will be upload file. We'll take a request param of type file, a multi-part file. This will be a post mapping. The path will be upload. What we'll do is file storage service dot upload file. We'll add it in a try catch block. So here we'll be getting the file data. I'll use the string builder. So I'll set the output into a string. String builder.append. File uploaded successfully. And the file name. I'll be returning the file name with the response. If there is an error exception, then I'll try to obtain the message. I'll return the response entity. Status will be http status.ok, and the body will be string builder.string. This is the upload endpoint. Now I'll try to create a download endpoint. So copy paste the same. Be a get mapping. Be download. And the path variable will be a file name. Be download. This will be a path variable. File name. And while requesting, we'll try to upload both PNG, PDF, and other formats. So in a request header, we'll try to get what type of content they are requesting. This is a request header. Will be a content type. String content type. So file storage is, we'll try to download the file based on the file name. So I'll be getting the byte array. This is the data. I'll try to return the response entity. Status will be found. The content type will be media type dot value of. So the content type what we are reaching from header is set here. The body will be the data. So everything is done. Now we'll try to start the application. So we can see the queries here that are executing. We have selected the primary key generation strategy is auto. So here we is trying to create the table file data, and ID is number type, not null, and data is blob, binary large object, and file name is varchar. And the DB is, and the application is started in port 8080, and we'll try to see the table. So right now the table is empty. We'll try to upload one image. and the headers and the body. We should select the form data in a postman. The key will be file. The type is file, so we'll try to select one file. I'll try to upload this image. The the it should be like post mapping. HTTP method must be post. So successfully, file upload successfully, and we are getting the file as a response. Okay. We can see the data is being present inserted file name. So the return type, we should give here file data dot get name. So I'll try to restart the application. The issue was I was trying to set the file name what I'm getting from the input argument, not the response. So that is why we were getting file upload successfully, but the name was file. So now I updated this one. So I'll restarted the application. Application started. Right now it is empty. Now I'll try to send the same request. So I got the response. This is the email. If I try to see in the DB, file name is this one, and the file type is image.jpg, and the data is blob binary large object, and the compression ratio. The earlier it is 137 KB. After compressing, it reduced to 133. Now I'll try to request the email, but now I'll try to download. Headers I'll pass. The content type is image/jpeg, and I'll try to download. So I'm able to retrieve the output. If you try to execute the same, we'll try to see. You're unable to get because yes, sending in headers. The content type what we are requesting is JPEG. Now I'll try to upload another file, maybe some. So this one, the size is 192 KB. And I'll try to send it. The file is uploaded. So compressed is before compressing it was 191 KB, and after compressing it reduced to 149 KB. I'll see in the DB. So if you execute the query here, the file is stored in the PDF format, and application slash PDF is the file type. I'll try to make a request. download. Try to download this PDF. The content type right now is application slash PDF. I'll try to download this. So I am able to download the PDF. So you can upload whatever the format you want, and while downloading the different file format, you should provide the content type, and we are compressing the data while persisting the data into DB. So I'll upload the code in the GitHub, so you can go through the code. And if you have any doubts, you can mention in the comment section. So I'll try to reply. So if you like this video, please click like button, subscribe to my channel, as well as click bell button, so you will get a notification whenever I upload a new videos. So thank you.